What business does St. George have to go around on his white horse in the Athens of our days? St. George, the protector of many countries, was a military saint. He was a soldier saint of the Roman Empire. Now, the above event testimony published February 7, 2021, but due to the feast of the collection of the holy relics of St. George on November 3rd, this is timely. St. George is riding around Lycabeautus Hill looking for something, wanting something, waiting for something. Where reason stops, absurdity or superlogy begins, or hyperlogic. Where simplicity and unpretentiousness come together, faith begins. And Dr. Konstantinos Vardakas, the theologian, writes, at the beginning of last November, on the eve of the repatriation of the holy relics of St. George, the saint asked me to take oil to his chapel up there in Lycabeautus. After the saint asked me to do it, I went and tried to go uphill step by step. Evening did not take place, and I left the oil together with my prayers to pass the difficult times. In the following days, there was the lockdown. Then I understood why the saint wanted the oil. I was upset and talking to myself, what will happen with all this that is happening? I didn't have time to complain, and the saint came again and said to me, go out to your window at dusk to see me. That's what I did. On the third day in a row, as the sun was setting, a white horse with a handsome rider like a huge figure rode among the clouds and over the houses of Athens. We're talking about Athens, Greece here. He went up and down and made a fixed route from the west where Lycabeautus is, to the east where the mountain of Imitos is. This was done as long as there was light and the sun was setting. And the next day the same, and this continued until the big Christmas holidays. Now I had learned the route of the Holy Rider. Below Imitos Hill, there in the neighborhood of Byron, the white horse stopped and seemed to sneer. As far as I could see, I think that it was near there, in an area of New Switzerland, where also Saint Demetrius, with the well-known icon of the Virgin, who was emitting holy myrrh for so long. With the churches closed for me, what I saw was a consolation. I did not tell any of my friends because they would think I lost it, and who would be listening to me anyway? From the honorable path and back, the saint did not ride his horse over Athens. I was overcome with great sadness, as if I had lost someone of my own. They were worried and were trying to see what I had. Where can I tell them? How could I tell them everything? The saint came to Ipapandis and said to me, that's February 2nd, the feast of the consecration of baby Jesus to the Holy Temple. With that, we celebrate every February 2nd. You may not see me now, but others see me. I continue to protect Athens, which will have difficulties in the future, he said. Then they will not go up to see the sunset only like tourists, but they will come on foot like pilgrims to worship and thank God. We have a little church of St. George on the top of Lycabeautus Hill, and I guess that's why he was going back and forth, because we know that the churches that have the names of saints are consecrated to those saints. Now, they usually have a piece of their holy relics as well under the holy altar. Now, this is what an old parishioner told us, leaving us speechless, trying to understand how alive our saints are and how alive faith is in simple souls. So, well done. And let's ask our Lord Jesus Christ to increase our faith and give us fortitude in these trying times, because he has never left a generation without saints. This I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. And this is the little church on top of the Lycabeautus Mount. I guess it's like a cinder cone that's sticking up in the middle of Athens. And it's just across from the Acropolis. I've never walked up there. I have been up there quite often. There's also a little summer outdoor amphitheater that people go to concerts to at night in the summer. But this is the church of Lycabeautus, the church of St. George, and this is where the old man had the visions that in the clouds above the skies of Athens, St. George was riding with his white horse from Lycabeautus hill to the mountain opposite, Imitos mountain, which is basically from the west towards the east. I would say the west towards the south, covering over Athens. As you can see, the area is the center of the city of Athens, and so it's quite built up. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.